All right, what's this? I bought another junk radio just because I was perusing eBay, and I picked this one up for $2. Yes, $2. I had to pay like $8 to get it shipped to me, but yeah, $2. So what is it? It is an ICOM IC-230. Obviously, it's got some parts missing and stuff, but for $2, it was inside that I was interested in. So it's got all the stuff on the insides. So let's go through why did I buy this thing. First of all, the IC-230 was an interesting radio. It was the first, supposedly the first fully synthesized VHF radio. Although it's not fully synthesized, it is sort of digital, but instead of having a phase lock loop over the entire 2-meter range, it has a whole bunch of crystals, and it swapped in and out crystals to synthesize locally the frequency you needed. It had a whole bunch of frequencies. Now, there's a place here where there was a whole bunch of crystals that were plugged into here, and they've all been pulled out, so these crystals are missing. But there's crystals under there that is still there. The thing that I really wanted for this was, though, this is what really caught my eye. On my other radio, there's this resonant cavity section, and I really wanted to play with it, but I didn't want to destroy my radio quite yet. So I thought, well, this one I can definitely destroy. Now, the cool thing about this radio is its construction. So there's these wires that plug into the boards and stuff, and then there's like these little modules, right? And so yeah, here's this module, and you can pull this one out. You know, here's this module. It's got a Murata filter in it, right? And so I knew that these would make great videos, sweeping this filter, sweeping this cool resonant cavity. There's actually adjustments on it as well. There's a final amplifier, so might be able to get some use out of that. Maybe we can see if that's working or not, and drive it and see what kind of data we can get out of that. There are a whole bunch of stuff in here. I think there's a bottom side too. Let's oh, there we go. Let's see. Get the bottom of the radio off. There we go. Oh. This one did not have the speaker removed. Although the wires were removed, the speaker is still here. So Pioneer 0.2 watts, 8 ohms. So made in Korea. Let's see, let me put that down below there. And so on the other side, there are also modules that come out. So yeah. Oh, there we go. Here's a lid on this one. I guess there was lids on the other side too, so the lids are missing. Somebody took all the lids off. So yeah, there's a couple cool, it looks like there's an IF section here. A whole bunch of tuning cans and stuff. This one looks like it's still soldered in place. So yeah, I'm really interested in this thing though. This thing has a whole bunch of very discrete crystals that go across the 2-meter band, and then there's a switch on the front, a mechanical switch that switches in and out these frequencies. So I think there's kind of like a coarse and a fine or something like that. I think all the fines are missing. But here's some crystals. Here's some crystals. Here's all kinds of crystals all over this radio. So that should be pretty cool. But definitely the $2 is worth this. Definitely $2 is worth this ceramic filter down here. I don't know what frequency that is. It might be a 10.7. There is a choke here that filters the power supply into the receive section. This might be the power supply section, I'm not sure. Oh, here we go, the front's coming off. Oh. Well, let's see. Let's take the front off, shall we? There we go. So the front has a display, but it's not what you think. Let's see if I get my flashlight here. Yeah, can you see that? I think you can see that. Let's see, let me zoom in. So there's a, is that focusing? I don't think it's focusing. Let me move the camera down so it doesn't have anything else to worry about. There we go. A 146 and a 147. And then it has a couple windows down here. So 146, 147 repeater. So those have just backlights. Those just have incandescent backlights. And then the 147 dot, so the dot is actually from these. So it's actually mechanically filtered in. So I think, like I said, there's a coarse and a fine. I think it actually picked a crystal from one wheel and then picked a crystal from another wheel. And that's how it's, quote, synthesized the the frequency, or something like that. Anyway, the frequency definitely is this click, click, click thing, which is really, really interesting. There's a nice switch here. See, there's all kinds of things I can scrap out of this thing for $2. So, but I'm really interested in this crystal assembly here, and sweep some of these other things. Yeah, let me tear it apart some more. Have some fun with it. All right, look at all the goodness. Look at all the goodness in this radio. all these cool modules. They all come out, and this is the final amplifier module. Switch crystal. Looks like some IF sections in here. I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. Cool filters. So the thing that really interests me also is the leftover bit, which is this box right here. And if you see inside, you see a bunch of crystals. And so these are marked 11.35, 11.475, 11.265, 11.445, 11.535, 11.325. Anyway, so yeah. And there's a crystal missing. Somebody must have pulled that crystal out. Anywho, yeah, there's a whole bunch here. Maybe there's there is a crystal setting in the front. One of the things is special crystal, so you can plug in your own channel here and select that one, probably the C or something like that. Anyway, looks pretty cool. So this switch here is soldered directly to this board. So this is like the coarse adjust, and then this switch here goes out to all these wires, which are all of these wires here, and then it goes to this crystal bank, which is like all of the fine-tuning crystals. It's too bad that all the crystals are gone, but each crystal has a variable capacitor on it, so those are nice. I'll desolder all of those. Those are very handy. Those are probably like 5 picofarads or something. Pull those all out. That'll be great. So anyway, you can see it's a pretty good treasure trove for $2. So could not pass it up. Here's the leftover power supply section over here. Okay. Yeah. VHF transceiver, IC-230, serial number 4516. And the ICOM stands for Inuki Com Equipment Corporation, INOQE. I know, something like that. My Japanese viewer can tell me how to pronounce that one. That'd be great. 3.5 volts input. Ah, wait a minute. There's somebody's call signs on the back, scribbled on the back, scratched on the back. Oh. It is K8. WOW. Anybody know K8? Wow. Anyway, he must have owned the radio.